Okay, so we're here at the shop again, and I wanted to show you guys a little bit more about Rory's car. Bye, Sean! That's Sean, owner of this Z. He did a little bit of removing some panels. He'll be back with some carbon soon. We did a couple more fuel line things for him with the XRP, Pro Plus, PTFE lines. Slowly making progress on that car. The 6-inch DOM came in for Rory's car. So this is what we were talking about, where this gets welded here but still has enough room that you can get those nuts for the coilovers and get that in and out, but also get the cage to land on here, so then all the energy, if you were to crash, will go into the corners. The only thing is FD does not allow you to tie into here, so that's the one weak link on drift cars, but that's just their rules for right now. Check out these bases that Joe made for the floor, for the seat on the floor, so that keeps it level. It's kind of odd looking, but really nicely done. But that allows the seat to be as low as possible back here, get a little bit more headroom but still be level without cutting up the floor over there. Maybe we're gonna have to cut into the floor a little bit on the hump on the driver's side, very minimal, but gotta do similar stuff on the driver's side to create more room. And then we mounted the radiator down inside. Here's the bushings for it, but piece of tubing in there, mounted into the floor. It's really cool because now it's low profile. It still has rubber bushings, and we gotta finish the back part of the cage, then we could do the upper radiator support pieces, do the firewall, stuff like that happening. And then still gotta cut the stuff apart like we've been saying, it just hasn't happened yet. Rory has a bunch of solid bushings that we got from Titan Motorsports. Check these guys out. We're gonna install all this stuff probably next week or after we get back from Washington. You got WiseFab, you got Odyssey battery, PC 1200 with the hold down kit, and we're gonna mount that in the back here. But today what we should look closer at is some of the rear ducting. We're gonna make the rear ducting and the firewall all be one unit, so we don't have to do doubles, and we're saving weight on this car compared to how my car is. Check out this cool bracket. So we do these machined cups. I get these machined, some for M8, some for M6, different bolt sizes, and then we did this quick little connecting way that I don't know, we always try and improve on what we had done in the past. So me and Joe sat here staring at this for many hours, not all at the same time, but we'll keep coming back and talk about it for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then think about it, and finally this is what we came up with. But so clean compared to our past ones we've done. It's flush mounted in the floor, and then it's got these little guys to remove it, and it still has strength this way, that way, both ways, because triangulated, and then it's holding it down. It's really cool, and it still utilizes the stock Toyota rubber bushings on the bottom of the radiator. Still avoiding the fact that we need to cut the back off. It's probably gonna happen soon. None of us really want it to happen, but it's gonna happen. And then this is going to have proper ducting here, where it just is isolated air just going to the radiator, but then at the same time multiple pieces in here that cover up so it's fully firewalled off. It's really cool. And then how it has the brake in the metal here, we'll continue that brake as it comes over this way. We're not sure exactly how that'll end up yet, but similar, if you look in the back of my car, it has a brake right here, and then it comes over and fans over. Or not, goes up. Goes up that way. But it looks really cool that way. The battery will mount down here. The door bars are off because We had just had them in place, but we need to climb in and out, so we'll finish weld those in later. The cage is finished welded in everywhere except door bars and harness bar, dash bar, because we might have to move some stuff. Then we did the Woodward steering column, and then it has the firewall bearing as it comes through, and then the special U-joint that adapts to a stock Toyota lower column. It's pretty simple. We've done this a couple times before, so made it easier, and the Supra's easy to work on, so we know our Supras. Then also Joe had made these. You can see these guys down in here. Little pedestal on this side, then just like small areas that have flange nut welded in it for the seat. This is like the lowest way to mount the seat on a Supra that we've figured out so far, but still have it being strong and kind of without destroying the stock floorboard. You could cut deeper on that side, but there's not really a need to, and the way we do the cage, there's plenty of room, even if you were 6 feet tall. This is the tightest cage that we ever did here. Like we showed you guys, Joe's really proud of it. So give him a thumbs up over there. Send him some extra beard hair, because he needs more beard hair. No, don't do that. So that's the update for this right now. And then, oh, Chance is here. Because we're doing some cool stuff. Oh, also, these are from Titan Motorsports. They sell Lexan replacement windows that are pre-cut to the exact Supra size. 1/4 inch thick Lexan for the front, 1/8 inch for the rear. Right now, Connor's making some firewall plates out of aluminum to block off some of these holes. Used to have heater core coming through this one here, wiring through some of those, brake booster through this one. And then we also have an update on the Titan windshield that we got from Titan Motorsports, the Lexan one. He's mounted it already and drilled and tapped some of these holes, and then did nut zerts on the bottom. By the end of today, hopefully we will have it mounted in there to show you guys, but then it'll come back out a couple times because we got to paint on the perimeter of the windshield. We're gonna paint it so it looks like a normal OEM window, and then obviously take the car apart when it goes to paint. Probably leave that out actually for a while, just so we can keep climbing in and out and working on it. But check this out. Joe did some firewall stuff. Looks pretty cool. Each time we do something different and like find new ways and try and make sure those new ways are better ways. Doesn't always happen that way, but most of the time. I think this time it's better. Looks cool. And then we're able to have this be half of the ducting, and then we'll add to the rest of the ducting, but then you don't have to have multiple layers of sheet metal like on my car or practice car the way we had to do it. Just makes it a little bit less going on, less weight, more of a race car. So good, that's what we want. Okay, so we're opening up this box right now that has well, you guys ever dropped a blade and then not been able to find it? What the heck? Did you just pick up a blade?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh. Have you guys ever dropped a blade, then you look for it, but someone picked it up behind you and then you think you went crazy? Okay, anyways. We're opening this box, and it's from Induction Performance. They're out of Florida. So what we got from them was that new high output coil pack setup with a cover, and it goes on the 2J. It's for Rory's car, and it comes with plug wires, coil packs. So these are the plug wires. Then we got the coil packs right here. these guys. And it's the 5-pin high output ones. That's what I run on my car. Ooh, he threw in some shirts. Thank you guys. Shirts are good. Here, let me get it out. Shirt, induction performance. And there's a Supra on the back. Cool. These are shirts from Induction Performance, but we're getting parts for Rory's car. So the last piece to the puzzle is this guy here. So this mounts on top of the, in between the valve covers, similar to how I have my decorative piece up there. Boom, it mounts up here, and then your coils go up there. Because most of you guys that are doing this either do not have a Supra, you just have a 2J, or if you do have a Supra, your brake booster's over there, so you can't really do that. So this would be the easiest way to mount those coil packs. And then you don't have to run so many plug wires, such long ones, and get all custom length. You just get his kit. So check it out. We will be doing an update on the motor soon, so you can see how that all fits in place, but it's pretty cool. Oh, it's still in the car. We're taking an inline 6 out. Why? Why? Okay, I told you guys we were gonna see what Connor's been working on for the last 48 hours. Which is this. He hasn't left. And it's this. No, he doesn't take that long. But check this out. This is that windshield with most of them, not everyone, but he's got to get these guys in. But took his time, everything lines up. Look at how lined up that hole is with that nutzer. Perfect. So then the last remaining thing, he'll take it out again after he double checks. He doesn't know, but he still has to paint this, or maybe Joe can paint that. But it needs to have paint on it. But there it is, everyone. Oh, one last look at the firewall. Okay, we gotta hurry. Nutsert side, lots of nutserts everywhere. But we did it that way so that this way you see all the hardware that way and you get them all out on the same side. And then the ducting will go here and get done. This will get powder coated, so these will kind of hide away into the powder coat later. But turned out pretty cool. Hope you guys like it. One other thing that was really cool for me was when Rory told me, hey, I want to fully build this car into a drift car from like the stock 95 street car that it was, because it reminded me a lot of my Supra, just an NA, nothing special, 95 Supra, that there was nothing like particularly wrong with it. It was just a street car with high mileage. And then I got my pro license, and it was time to take that chassis and convert it into, you know, as crazy as I could afford at the time, pro drift car. And now, after many other Supras have been in and out of the shop that we got to do a lot of cool stuff to, no one's asked me to fully build, you know, a dedicated race car out of like a street car or just like a stock, all stock car like that, let alone, or no, I should say a Supra. I've built lots of other race cars, but let alone that he wants to make it as crazy as mine and or a little better in some areas. So this is pictures that SUPERSTREET had taken when they were covering the build. So you could, on my previously 4 years back on my car, but it's like a lot of the same stuff is happening, but it's reminding me of, you know, 2015 when I was building my car. So hopefully we'll be able to put some pictures in, maybe if we have some video, add that in for you guys, and then that can kind of give you insight of the beginning of my car if you didn't watch that. many years back when it was happening, and then we're gonna continue updating you on Rory's car and everything that's happening. So just thought it was kind of exciting. All right, see you guys. Okay, so my FD car, fun fact about it. When I first got it, I had a couple months till I was done with Pro-Am season, but I got a good deal on that chassis, 95 in a 5-speed, so I was daily driving it. I knew that if I got my Pro 2 license, it was gonna be converted into the Pro car, but I had to first finish out the season. So I would daily drive it to and from the shop here, and in my neighborhood, there was a group of younger guys, let's say early 20s, renting this house, probably 10 houses down from me on the same street. And I would drive by and they'd be like, Supra, and then it seems cool and you're like, yeah, driving a Supra. But then one day, like the second time they were outside in their driveway playing basketball, I forgot to mention that they were outside playing basketball in their driveway. I come by and they're like, Supra, and this one guy, I could hear him, the window was down, it's California, it was hot. He's like, yeah, but it's non-turbo. And like, I know it's non-turbo. I knew it was gonna be turbo one day, but I wanted so badly to be like, if you guys only knew what I'm gonna build with this car, but I didn't get to say anything. I just drove by and I was like, tell Renee, like, yeah, those guys said it's non-turbo. If I could just tell them, but they'll never know. But it was a funny story. Huh, Renee?
It was funny.
But now, it's turbo now, guys. Yeah, okay. See you guys later.